the most natural and is likely to be one of the most important applications of quantum computers is simulating evolution governed by local Hamiltonian. Asking questions about, suppose I have some quantum system with some reasonable initial state that's easy to prepare, and I've let it evolve for a while. I'd like to simulate the results of some reasonable measurement which is easy to perform at the end of evolution. I could use that to study things like chemical reactions, for example, and processes in materials that have large quantum fluctuations. In that case, we might not be able to check classically whether the answer is correct. We can still check the answer in other ways, for example, by having one quantum computer check another, or by doing an experiment to see if our simulation agrees with the way the physical system is simulating is really allegedly behaving. So yeah, this boundary between computational physics and experimental physics is already kind of fuzzy, but it's likely to become more fuzzy as quantum computers come of age, because running a quantum computation isn't really all that different from doing the experiment. Now, so quantum computing, I'm going to give you some motivation now for why we want to do it, why it's interesting to a physicist from a fundamental point of view, as well as a potential application. Why is it so hard? Why, after a lot of excitement in the field going back at least to the mid-90s, we're still messing around with, on a good day, order 10 qubits? Why haven't we gone farther faster? Well, if we think about what we're trying to do here, we want the qubits to interact strongly with one another in a controllable way. We don't want to do quantum gates described by the circuit model. We want to do them accurately. We want the interaction to be strong, so the gates are fast, so we can build a circuit with many gates in a reasonable amount of time. On the other hand, what we do not want is for the qubits to interact strongly with the environment. Because if they interact with the environment, that will lead to decoherence. And a quantum computation really won't be much better or different than classical one. On the other hand, in the end, we want them to interact with their surroundings because we want to measure them. And so we have these three fundamental things that we desire, and it's hard to simultaneously satisfy all these criteria. So there are lots of possible ways of potentially building quantum hardware which are being pursued. And it's a good thing that many different ones are being pursued because you don't really know which ones will turn out to have a bright future. And you'll be hearing about some of them in school. You'll hear about ion traps from Chris Monroe, about superconducting qubits from Alexander Blake, and we'll take this one I'll tell you later today about various approaches to implementation. So what we want all these different schemes to do is realize all the features of the circuit model. No matter what they are, we want some kind of scalable over space. We want to be able to accurately prepare an initial state. We want to be able to execute a circuit. We want to be able to measure. And then we think that we're doing something that can't be simulated classically. But we want to do it in the real world, even though our qubits are not perfect. They're interacting with the environment, even though we try to solve them. And even though our gates are not perfectly accurate. So we might do a quantum computation in a way which is what we call fault-tolerant, so that we can accurately simulate the ideal circuit model that I described using the noisy real-world qubits and gates which are potentially available in the lab. So called quantum error correction. And the important thing that makes error correction in a quantum case different from error correction in classical cases. In classical cases, we're string this, and error occurs to one thing that have the opposite value. But in quantum case, we want to go further than that because we know that if information about the state of the computer leaks to the environment, and the environment becomes correlated with the computer, that will lead to decoherence. And it will mean that the computer is really behaving like a classical one, and the only expected to be powerful in that case. If you do one computation successfully, and then after the computation is completed, you ask the quantum computer, what were you doing all that time during the quantum computation? It should answer, I don't remember. Okay? Because no information should be left behind about the path that the computer was following through the computational space. Because the way the quantum computer gets its power is because the different paths that the computation follows can interfere with one another. And that interference will essentially be destroyed if some record is left behind of what the quantum computer was doing at intermediate times. So, in a sense, we want a computation to be encrypted if it's going to be well protected. In other words, we don't want an adversary in the environment as our enemy to be able to tell what we're doing during the quantum computation, to be able to observe what the state is, to become correlated with the state. Of course, it's okay for the answer to become widely known because that's classical information, but the path followed by the computer has to remain hidden if we're going to be successful. And of course, just being encrypted isn't really enough because even if a quantum computer were perfectly isolated from its surroundings, it could still be wrong. It could be doing secret gates of the wrong gates. So since the gates themselves are not perfect, we need a way for our quantum error correction to keep the computation on track, despite the deviation of the actual gates from the ideal ones. But it's kind of a vicious irony to this whole subject because we started out by saying, oh, well, the macroscopic world is classical. That's because of decoherence. We can't prevent a large system from interacting with the environment. But really, the key to hiding quantum information successfully and doing fault-tolerant computation is to encode quantum information in a big system, if you like a macroscopic system, but in a clever way, so that the information carried by the system is not easily discerned by an adversary environment that interacts locally with the system. We want to encode the information in the form of entanglement. It should be like a 100-page book, where when you look at the pages one at a time, you can't tell what the information is, because all the information is in correlation among the pages. So if our adversary, the environment, is not so strong as to be able to perform some collective action on many pages at once, or many qubits at once, we want our quantum state during computation to stay secret. So, of course, when we're going to talk about whether we do error correction, we have to have in mind some description of the noise, and I won't go into that in detail. I think Daniel Dodson will tell you more about it tomorrow. But we do have to consider the noise to be of some restricted type. We don't expect to be able to protect a quantum computer against arbitrary noise. So we usually have in mind that the noise is not so strong and not so strongly correlated. And that means we can think of the noise applied to our quantum computer because of imperfect operation and interactions with the environment as being expanded in terms of operators acting on the quantum computer that are reasonably local, that is, which do not act collectively on many qubits at once. Okay? And now what do we want to be able to do? We want to encode the information in some system which has many physical qubits. Let's say we're trying to encode one logical qubit, which is either 0 or 1. We do that by encoding it in many physical qubits, so that when errors occur acting on some of the physical qubits, we don't want the distinguishability of our orthogonal quantum states to be compromised. Okay? So we want, in particular, our logical 0, our logical 1, the encoded states, which are orthogonal and undamaged, to remain orthogonal, even when the noise acts. Okay? But more than that, that's the criterion we would use in the classical case. We want protection against phase errors as well, against information about whether it's a 0 or 1 leaking to the environment. The way we can describe that is we consider the logical complementary basis, the combination of 0 and 1 with either a plus sign or a minus sign. And we want those states too V1, being 0 is its equivalent to this condition. It says that an operator, which is still reasonably local, because it's essentially the square of one of these error operators, should have the property that when we evaluate its matrix element in the logical 0 state or the logical 1 state, it's the same matrix element. This is really mathematically equivalent to the statement that no information is leading to the environment when the environment interacts locally with the system. And this is actually kind of interesting to address metaphysicists, because it relates to something that metaphysicists have been talking about for 20 some years, which they call topological order. So when we speak of topological order, we mean we have some form of system. It's described by a local Hamiltonian. We can mention that analyzing that Hamiltonian as a ground state. And in a system of interest, there's an energy gap between the ground state and the first excited state. But the ground state may be degenerate. It may have the ground state space may have a dimension greater than 1. So there's more than one distinguishable ground state. So what topological order means is that there's no way using a local approach or by measuring a local operator to tell whether the state of the logical system, the ground state, is 0 or 1. And that's exactly the criterion that one has satisfied in the case of the quantum error correcting code. No locally accessible information about the state of the encoded qubit. That's what I meant by encrypting the quantum information. So it's kind of natural, actually, that topology would come into a discussion about fault-tolerant computing. Mathematicians, topological properties are properties that remain invariant when you smoothly deform a system without tearing it or breaking it. So that topologically, it's not a coffee cup, but really the same thing. And when we think about doing fault-tolerant quantum computing, we would like the way the encoded protected information is being processed during a computation to be less invariant when we deform the gates by introducing some noise. So it seems natural, therefore, to encode the information in some topologically robust way and to process it using some kind of topological interaction among physical degrees of freedom. And in fact, this is no examples of interactions that have a topological character. For example, we can consider the Aharonov-Bohm effect, or we have a magnetic flux tube, and we consider an electron which is transported around the flux tube. And although the electron never comes into direct contact with the magnetic field, which is defined inside the tube, its wave function acquires a phase which depends on the enclosed magnetic flux. That's the Aharonov-Bohm phase. And the Aharonov-Bohm phase has a property that it remains invariant if we deform the path that the electron takes. The phase doesn't depend on the details of the path. It only depends on the topological property, the line number of the electron around the flux tube. Okay. So when we use this type of topological or Aharonov-Bohm interaction to process quantum information and protect it, well, these topologically ordered systems are known to occur, have been studied in the laboratory, in two-dimensional systems. For example, in the two-dimensional electron gas and large magnetic field at low temperature. And these two-dimensional systems can have localized particles, we call them anyons, which have Aharonov-Bohm interactions, which are really topological. Just like the electron and the flux tube can interact even when the electron is kept very far away from the flux tube. Two anyons can interact even though they're kept very far away from one another because they have Aharonov-Bohm phases. In particular, there can be two different types of particles. To give an explicit example, which I call the red type of particle and the green type of particle. And when I wind one around the other, there's an Aharonov-Bohm phase of -1. So I can imagine a ground space of such a two-dimensional medium, and being ground space means there are no localized excitations, no particles around, but where the edges of the system have the property that I can create a green type of particle on the green edge, and it can disappear at the green edge. I can create a red type of particle on the red edge, and it can disappear at the opposite red edge. And I can think of that as an operation acting on the ground space. So we start out in space with no particles, and we wound up in space with no particles. And I can also perform the inverse of the green operation, creating a particle here, and having it disappear here, and the inverse of the red operation. But this sequence of operations can be performed to is topologically equivalent to one in which a red particle winds around the green particle. And that means there's a minus sign associated with that. So the red and green operations preserve the ground space, but they do not commute. And that means that the ground space has to be degenerate. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a non-commuting representation of the algebra of green operators and red operators. So we think of them as the logical Z and the logical X of the Pauli operators, sigma X and sigma T, acting on the code space, the ground space of this topologically ordered system. So this is kind of the physical picture of what quantum memory could look like. And it's of interest to contrast it with the corresponding physically motivated model of robust classical memory. In the classical case, I can store information robustly in a ferromagnet. So I can have a system of this, where the Hamiltonian of the system favors that the bits align with one another, so it's energetically favorable for them to align. But the ground state has all the spins align with one another, it's ferromagnetically ordered. And if we produce a non-zero temperature, there can be fluctuations, excitations, in which some droplets of spins flip over. And that will cause domain walls to be excited where the spins are pointing in opposite directions. But in order for a logical error to occur, a domain wall would have to sweep across the whole sample. And that's very energetically costly. So it's unlikely to happen if the system is sufficiently large. And that means we can store the classical information for a very long time. And the time that we can store it, the principle gets better as the temperature of the next system larger.